Sammy the squirrel had a dream. He wanted to fly. While the other squirrels were busy collecting acorns and leaping from branch to branch, Sammy spent his days staring at the birds. "Why can't I have wings?" Sammy sighed to his best friend Nutty. "Because you're a squirrel," Nutty replied. "We're great at climbing. Just stick to what you're good at." But Sammy wasn't convinced. One day he tied 2 leaves to his arms. "Look, wings," he said proudly. "Those are leaves," Nutty said. Sammy ignored him and jumped off a low branch. He flapped the leaves furiously, but instead of soaring, he landed in a pile of mud. "Okay, that didn't work," Sammy muttered. Next, Sammy built a parachute out of an old sock he found near the picnic area. He climbed to the highest branch, took a deep breath, and jumped. For a moment, it worked. "I'm flying!" Sammy shouted. Then the sock flipped inside out, and Sammy spiraled straight into a bush. "Flying is harder than it looks," he groaned. His final attempt was the most ambitious. He built a rocket using a soda bottle, rubber bands, and a lot of tape. "This is it, Nutty," Sammy said as he strapped himself in. Nutty shook his head. "This is a terrible idea." Sammy pressed the launch button, a stick he'd rigged to a spring, and the rocket shot forward, straight into a pile of hay. Covered in straw, Sammy looked at Nutty and said, "Maybe I'll just stick to jumping really high." From then on, Sammy was known as the squirrel with big dreams and even bigger crash landings. And though he never quite mastered flying, he was always the first to make everyone laugh.